May profits be upon you. Have you seen the US dollar index? Look at the news. FOMC. They keep the rate the same. All right. And that had a very big impact on the markets. But what I want to show you is not last week's video, but the week prior. All right. If I can find it, I can. I know I can. There it is. It was July 19th. The July 19th video for the US dollar index, the analysis for the week ahead. All right. I did not put out a US dollar index video. I don't know how that slipped through. My apologies. This past weekend, but I had this marked up. It says US stocks and the dollar affirmed on Friday, the previous Friday. Investors girded themselves for the week ahead, which includes a Federal Reserve policy meeting. Blah 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 blah. All right. Here's the deal. What did I point out in that video? I pointed out that ascending channel. All right, that ascending channel. And I also pointed out that the US dollar index had hit the support side of the channel, and that we should be seeing more uh, movement to the upside. I was looking for that price action to continue, even though I pointed out this this weekly area of supply. I said, yeah, it's a weekly area of supply. And this was an imbalance candle. And I was talking about price going up into it. And that was this candle, right? That was this candle. This candle wasn't formed yet. I gave the forecast here when it was here. I said, yeah, we already reached that area, and we have a retracement here. But I said, I think price is going to go up higher. I said, do we have any evidence to show something to support that argument? And I pointed out this little doohickey right here, this bullish fair value gap in all of its magnificent glory. All right. Boom. All right. So that's not right. Where's my? There you go. All right. This is a weekly fair value gap. I said price could use this to go higher. I said this may bag. This may bag. BAG. That's a breakaway gap. So it may breakaway gap up here, but because of this uh, this supply zone here, all right, from this imbalance candle, so we're probably going to have a reaction, and you see the reaction. I pointed this out, this retracement. I said price could use this fair value gap to go higher. And what happened? Not only did we come into it and never close below it, but the next candle respected the 50% of this wick. All right, respected that and pushed higher from the bullish fair value gap. And you can see how the FOMC decision carried it even higher. And I said we were going to hit this high. We was looking at this high, and I said we're probably coming up this high, and that's where we're heading towards. But last week with my markets, I said, yeah, we're probably going to hit this weekly target here, and that's exactly what we did. And I'm very happy that the analysis plays out, and that I'm still credible in the eyes of um, my subscribers and my viewers. If you were able to use that analysis and it helped you to make some money this week, um, would you please uh, let me hear from you in the comment section, and make sure you give a boost and like to this video. Now, if we go to the daily, do we have anything to say that price is going to reach even higher? Well, one, uh, we got this lovely push from the upside here. Once we went past this high, once we went past this high here, right, uh, and, and closed above it. I mean, this is this is just indicating that there's a lot of momentum going to the upside. The order flow is bullish. There's no reason in the world to be thinking bearish, right? We have this next swing high target here. I had pointed this out in that same video from 2 weeks ago, that this is an area of demand, of supply. I'm sorry. All right. Because it gapped up here and then came down. It gapped up and then down. That creates a bearish order block. And this is where we're stopping right now. The precision of this stuff is like mind boggling. I'm telling you right now. All right. But if I can just find that, that'd be great. That'd be great. All right. So we have does that mean we're going to get slapped down? No. Just like over here, once price reached up into this gap up and then down, once price reached up into this, it did give a reaction, didn't give a reversal. It just gave a retracement. It retraced a little bit and then it pushed back higher. So we have a nice peak and valley, peak, and I'm looking for another valley, probably down to the breakout area. All right, and continue up higher. I'm looking for higher prices still. I am. All right, doesn't mean it's going to happen Thursday and Friday. We do have NFP on Friday, so with a catalyst, it could blast through this. We'll see what the fundamentals have to say about that. But I do like if I why did this hold on a second. All right. I do like this wow, what was that about? I do like this setup that it can pull back and form the let me get rid of this. Can form another bullish fair value gap between this low and that high. All right, for the next candle. Maybe we might see a nice reaction, and that would be great. That would be awesome to trade off of on the daily, because if price does give us that candle up there, like say right here, why are you giving me a hard time, man? I just want to move you over. Okay, I can't seem to. There you go. Say the candle gives us a nice fair value gap, even down this far. Let's move that down a little further. All right, if that's the candle, then we get a nice fair value gap that price could use here once or twice and then continue up higher, just like it did down here. All right, this is a daily. On the weekly, remember, the weekly tapped it, gave it a nice V-shaped recovery and pushed up higher. I'm looking for the same to happen up here. All right, and yeah, let's see what the reaction is at this point here. So we don't want to get too far ahead, talking about candles tomorrow and all this stuff. But I do believe that price will continue to go higher. If you just, back up and take a great look, a bigger look at things, this move down has to be corrected. And it's just beginning to correct. All right. It's just beginning. Look at this inverted head and shoulders here. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. This is just starting. This is looking like a reversal pattern. So I'm looking for higher prices to happen. Okay. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. And again, let me hear from you if you are able to leverage this kind of analysis, if you found it helpful. And I will see you in the next video.